One time for your mind, two time for your drink. This is Nightcap Knowledge. My name is Patterson. I got my man Mac F here with me. We are the host of Nightcap Knowledge. We'll be talking a recap of the Tougaloo Alumni Weekend. Y'all tap in with us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, what is the word?
What up, man? Chuck, you sound different.
I do? How I sound different?
You did sound more.
What, sound like this?
No, not
I
quite
ain't
like that.
sound like that.
You don't sound like that. Now, a little run. You don't sound like that.
What do I sound like this?
Oh shit! It's like when you done messed around and took the gummy with the margarita with the.
No. Not me. Don't do that. No, sir. I see you still represent too, Matt. You got your Tougaloo stuff on. I got my Tougaloo stuff on. We swagging it out. As the
Hey,
old
man.
guys.
Oh, one time for now, the old heads.
Cheers. Well, look, man, let's go. You go ahead and jump into it. I know we got some Tougalooans in the comments already. Mr. Mac, we got your mental health minute. We thank y'all for
Yes,
tapping
sir.
into Nightcap Knowledge. Let's go.
So we talked about the nightcap knowledge. We always talk about family, friends, and things, and we always talk about celebrating. So one of the mental health minutes relates to this weekend is the importance of celebration. We must learn how to celebrate friends, family, and even ourselves and accomplishments. We with life, things are happening so much that's out of our control. The things we can't control, we need to celebrate those things. So just to be able to get up and be able to move around is a celebration. There's so much happening to other folks. Our people in your family, it might have been you. You might be in a different place this year than you were last year. Being able to actually come out and celebrate and see your friends and family is something that you need to be able to celebrate itself
Yeah.
because so much happening as we have friends and family in Tougaloo alum that are recovering from the hurricane that could not make it. Some don't even didn't even have power. So we must celebrate just being able to be here, to be seen, to be in good health and being in sound mind. But definitely, we see the power of human relationships when we get around folks we went to school with, or went to college with, or friends with, or came acquaintance with years ago, and you see folks and you're genuinely happy to see each other because we know that things have been rough. COVID has happened. A lot has transpired. There are people that came to the yard that hadn't been to the yard since they graduated in '05.
Yeah.
And they were genuinely happy. So there is, as we talk about from social work standpoint, the importance of human relationships. You see those importance of human relationships when we have events like we just had with the Tougaloo Alumni Weekend, where people are reconnecting and sharing their professions and talk about what they're doing and how they can collaborate, work together, but also just say, man, it's just good to see. I hadn't seen you guys in so long. So there's a kinetic energy and power in human relationships. We have been put here to serve and support each other, and it definitely great things happen when we let that power do its thing.
Yeah, bro. That I love that mental health minute and us not only celebrating those that we come in contact with, celebrating yourself, like being your own champion. I definitely think that it is something to that. So yeah, definitely got to shout out anyone that helped to plan a tent. Like if you were that person for your friend group, your committee, your hall mates, your dorm mates, your chapter, your teammates, if you were that person that got out there, put the tent in place, and if you were that person that cooked, if you were the person that brought the cookie pudding, what Sabrina made, what I forget what it's cookie pudding, ain't it cookie pudding? Yeah, cookie pudding. If you was the person that brought cookie pudding, if you were the person that brought paper plates, y'all, Mac, ain't no other groove but the Tougaloo Alumni Weekend. Like that's the damn groove. That's what I'm saying. So everybody that had anything, look, this is missionary Baptist way of saying thank you. Everybody that had anything to do with anything related to Tougaloo Alumni Weekend, I may not be able to call all of y'all by y'all name, but just know when I say we are so appreciative of you carving out a weekend of your time, a couple of days of your weekend, even if you only made an hour for one event, it does us so much good. And I'm saying us like the people that get together, that have the meetings to put plans in place. It does us so much good to see people walking up to each other, hugging each other, smiling at each other. Like when you hit that hug and then you look back and then you like, man, like this is my person. Like this is somebody that was truly close to me, or I haven't been able to see them in such a long time. Uh, it does us a lot of good to be able to not only witness it, but then also to document it. So, with that being said, Mac, I want to bring up one of the videos, and I know that we were hoping to make some edits to some of the videos, but before I do that, let me do this. I got to make an announcement for all my coast people. And Mac, I'll go ahead and make this announcement for us, from all of the counties and the places in the state of Mississippi that we share. It is election season. Elections have consequences, and leadership matters. Be sure that you have your voting plan. Um, a- as it relates to voting, if you are interested in volunteering with Mississippi Move, we have our bi-weekly statewide call. You got to sign up. You sign up right here. That's all we need you to do. You sign up at msmove.org. Just look for that volunteer button. We would appreciate your presence. And we do these every other Thursday at 5:30. Now, there is a brother that is doing some things that deserve some notoriety. And before I play that Tougaloo video for all of y'all to see it, I need to give him a shout out. Our brother Alex Harvey is doing a workshop that centers around increasing participation of underserved landowners in long leaf restoration. It's pine trees. So if you're looking to be a part of a conversation that can benefit you and your family, you should definitely tap into this. We have the link. It is in the comments as of right now. I am pasting that. Silas, I apologize that you ain't getting no cookie pudding, but when I saw Debrina, I wanted to tell her like to bring me some of that cookie pudding back. So you missed out, sir. And I'm gonna tell you what else I didn't miss out on, and I don't want you to miss out on this. I did not miss out on the lamb chops that PE had at the Q Dog tent. Yeah, PE had lamb chops. So for those of y'all that missed out on that, it's up. It's up. It's cool. It's your fault. And you know why I didn't miss out on my lamb chops? I did not miss out on my lamb chops because my wife thought about me. And so before I say anything else, I want to give a shout out to Shallon Patterson for hanging out the entire weekend, for being there with me every step of the way. So, Shallon, I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna post it again tomorrow so that everybody knows that you hung out all weekend and your social meter is absolutely depleted for the rest of the month. So don't ask my wife to go nowhere because I got all the social hours for the rest of October. Now, the video, Mac, you saw the video, right? You saw it when we first got it. We got two of them, just for the record. We're gonna play this video and then we're gonna see if we can get some people to tap in the comments. We're gonna go with the video from, let's say, Friday night. Let's do that. Let's go with Friday night's video. I love the look of Friday night.
I was saying, are we gonna be good with the music?
Oh, well, I think I cut it off early enough for where we're not gonna get flagged. Let's see.
That's why I said, can you mute the music and just show the video?
How about we do this? How about we just talk about it? We talk about what's happening. We should be able to get that out of the way. So, who was that, Mac, that was performing there?
That was the lady Malena.
Lady Malena. All right.
And that's a guy that was B&B barbecue over there with the fish.
Yeah.
And he had catfish. He had pan trout, fries. He actually had ran out of fries and had to make another run. And it did good. He did good. Big shout out to the anonymous donor for the tent, the big white tent. It worked out perfectly.
Yep.
And that's our the guy we call the Renaissance man, Tougaloo alumni, Mr. Kobe Singleton, who is new to the DJ world, but he's not new to the music world.
Right.
That boy do everything but sleep.
But sleep. Well, some of us get a chance to do that sometime.
This is how we do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong video. I'm sorry.
It looks, but definitely, we were laughing about, like when you playing something, the young frats, right? The young undergrads, like there's a whole party that's playing for y'all. Why y'all here? they done came in and crashed.
Oh, you talking about the block party?
Yeah, like why y'all here? I'm like, wait a minute.
They supposed to be the block party.
I know, but I'm like, y'all ain't even trying to make a move because once the music shut down, they still out there.
They made a move.
It was, but I think that kind of actually probably helped. That little guy right there.
Yeah,
that little guy right there.
He was out there.
He was killing it since high school day.
Yeah.
Since high school, him and his little crew, they did every line dance, every Southern Soul trail ride dance you could think of. They did it.
That's all right there, man. That's all right.
It's
a beautiful sight, brother. I'm gonna say this. I was kind of salty about, you know, not more of the.
Who's those guys?
Oh, those are the bros. Those are the bros. And
So
I'm gonna say this: a lot of these people that you seen in this video, you see some Tougalooans.
yeah,
It's a
you
lot
got
of
some.
folks that came from other places.
Yeah, it's a lot of folks, man. But the thing about it, it was the genuine
Yeah.
exercise. Who's those two guys? I wonder. They old.
Look, Mac. I saw Mac in there. Y'all see Mac in there? Hold on. Let's bring it back.
Yeah,
There
they
you go.
old.
Him and Ant. Your
See,
knees ain't high enough though. You can get
oh
up
look,
off the ground a little, you know, a little more.
see, my LB. Every time I see him, he was like one. He do this finger, do just one,
Just
give
one.
me one, and then his ass stopped. He was like, "Didn't you ask to do this? Didn't you ask?" Your mind was fine until you started moving around. When you
Yeah,
start moving around, then you realize, wait a minute, I'm 40. What? Okay. But yeah, man, it was definitely a use of the real estate. A
yeah,
lot of folks saw what we already knew
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago, and even Sanders said people just don't know about Tulu, but it's one of the best kept secrets. Um, but the connectivity of folks you saw, no matter what letters they were wearing or where they were like, man, that's such and such. Man, it's folks that you really didn't think that you didn't hang out with them like that.
yeah.
They was a friend of your friend, right? And they be like, man, what's up, man? You be like, what up? You be like,
Hey, look,
why is he still talking about wow. So the conversation, despite what all we talked about and about the good connection, the conversation is lamb chops. Everybody missed it. So Chuck,
everybody got a little.
was it old school PE or was it the new guys with the lamb chop? Was it Lars? Who did the lamb chop? You don't know.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, what type of question is that?
I know it was Lars. Had to be Lars.
It's Lars.
Yeah.
It's Lars Johnson.
Yeah, man. And again, man, like, hey, it just seemed that brother takes it serious. He was talking about getting his stuff together to come show up and be able to provide. Man, we and Tougaloo has some good folks, man, that can do a whole lot of things. We ain't missed no meals yet. Somebody been doing something.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I would venture to say that you could go to any tent at Tougaloo and pick up a real nice plate.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was folks just it was people who like who were they? I don't know, but they just showed up and get a plate, and folks were just happy to eat.
Now look at that University of Barbecue, the University of Barbecue. So
Wow.
good, yeah. Now I don't know if y'all came by the Mississippi Mood tent. I'm gonna say this: outside of Greek organizations, ain't nobody set it out like Mississippi Move. Boy, we had the bar, we had voter information. Shout out to all of our partners. Uh People's Advocacy Institute, One Voice, Mississippi Engaged. Who else we had, Matt? The Institute for
Two
the Advancement of Minority Health.
correct. Hope Credit Union.
Hope Credit Union set the bathroom out.
Yep. And believe me, after you done had several waters and Gatorade to stay hydrated and one or two drinks, you are very appreciative of Hope Credit Union and the bathrooms, right? But man, yeah, we had the men's health. We had the men's
Men's
health
health
information at our table. We
initiative.
had the pledge to vote. We had the pledge for men's health. We had buttons. We had different apparel. We had everything, and we had drinks. Right. Now that we're not there, I think Silas was there. There might have been an older gentleman that partaked in a couple blue juice, but he's okay. I saw him stand up after
You
he
saw him
drank it.
stand up.
Yeah, so
He was okay after the fact.
he was good. He was good. I
Hey,
saw him
now
partake.
I got one more video to throw up, Mac.
Go ahead.
I have to do this because it was probably my the fly parties and all of that was cool, right? We knew that those were going to do what they did, right? This event right here, shout out to Jana and Tyler.
Who
Man,
they got right there?
look, I'm gonna tell you this. All of that coaching that McRae has received, it has paid off because I look good in the in the alumni softball game. I'm telling you, son.
Hey, now what was Carlos hyping about?
Man, look, Carlos is a damn softball all-star. Man,
he didn't hit one, did
he? He hit some solid shots, but he made some outstanding plays in the field. Like my boy playing shortstop.
Oh wow.
He had one error. One error. Oh, we got Polo Jones doing this. Polo Jones, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, folks?
Paulo Jones.
Take your hand out the bottom of your phone.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There you go.
All good.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something about them What's Up Wednesday veterans. When they mess around and fall off in that crate and start spinning, and I said, "Hey man, we got to hurry and get out of here." And Polo said, "We can do this all night if you want to. We can do this all night. We can do this all night." Yeah, I'm talking about and everybody it was a groove the whole time. Good job on the mic. Folks really enjoyed it. They were like, "Man, this been going on all the time."
The whole time. 7 years.
The whole time.
7 years of an event that is the evolution of What's Up Wednesday. So
7 years on the tailgate, and we're year 5 on the block party.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. That's right. And what I was about to go with that, Mac, just to set the record, like the timeline of things. What's Up Wednesday created in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
In 2001, people were not throwing midday parties on college campuses. Nobody was doing that. 2000, when I became a young bro, we had probate middle of the day. 99, we got there. There wasn't no DJ on campus. So all of the hot spots, what they call it at Alcorn, they call it something. What I'm saying is this: we were well received because of the time that we put in at 500 West County Line Road by the OG DJs that were running all of the clubs in the city of Jackson. And because we put in that time and we were able to perfect a craft for the crowd that we were catering to, which was our yard, folks like Scrap Dirty was like, "Come here." And that starts all of the things that you see now. So What's Up Wednesday, even like with 901 being at the radio station, Nasty Show being at the radio station, you got Shane O'Mac that was at 97 too. Folks like Scrap Dirty was like, "Man, them Tougaloo boys doing something."
Mm-hmm.
So we built those bridges between the campuses, and you got people like our sister Devin Punkin that we would go visit, and we knew that it was going to be absolutely all love every time, because the one thing I'm a road trip. And then you have folks like DJ Polo Jones that we can send him wherever. We can send him up the country. We can send him over there to another yard. We can send him all the way to Nashville, which is where he is right now. So Polo, you here? Give us your take, your review, your recap of Tougaloo Alumni Weekend.
Oh man, Alumni Weekend. This year was one for the books, man. Starting out with the block party. Me and Money Hungry, we started on the yard around the same exact time. um, which was basically like Shane and 901. We kind of came in together. So we tag team. So we broke it out like we did like when we came on the yard around 2011. Um, it was a treat. With the setup and everything, felt like we were back on the yard, just sitting up for What's Up Wednesday or one of the fraternities Greek weeks or something like that. Because mind you, we used to do all the Greek weeks,
That's
all of
right.
the probate after parties, all of the welcome back weeks. You know what I mean? Move-in days, things of that sort. But just to go back and fast forward back to the alumni weekend, the block party kicked it off, and it was and a lot of people didn't think the block party has elevated to what it has elevated to.
Yes, sir.
And that took people by storm. Then the block party trickled on to Social 21 Bistro with the um with the undergrad group right beside it.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
and I just think like having everybody in that close knit, whether they was inside the venue or outside in the parking lot fellowshipping, it was a sight to be seen. And my thing that I took away from it wasn't no violence. It wasn't no violence. And we came in peace, we left in peace, and that's what I loved about it. I got my water right here. I just got out the gym. But yeah. But going to the alumni picnic, man, set up. We all the alumni DJ, all of What's Up Wednesday veterans from Shane all the way up into the newer crowd of DJs, man. It was something to be seen, man. I really enjoyed it. I just feel like, if we had some lights out there, it'll keep going. So man, I loved it. Even from the after party to the brunch on Sundays, man.
Yeah.
It was I think we put a big footprint on revenue in the city of Jackson that weekend. And man, I think it's just gonna keep growing. You say keep growing and glowing, like Chaplain Johnson said.
Go and grow. Keep
Going and growing.
Mm-hmm. Go and grow.
And everybody went to a convocation and heard those words before.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
So man, I loved it, and I'm looking forward to next year.
1000%. Shout out to DJ Undeniable checking in the comments too, man. And look, Lawrence, he's still coming up with more food. Look at this. Did you get some sound? Sorry. Go ahead.
Now I was saying D held it down. Big shout out to D because he actually kicked it off with high school day. He had it. He had them out there.
He had the thing with you.
And that's when the little group started with the dance with the trail rides, and we were like, hey, we got to get ready to transition. And then they had another thing that took place right between high school day and the block party. So it's some people that never left. Once they showed up at around 12, they never left. They kind of just hung around and they popped right back up. But it's that connectivity that we talk about. We always talk about go to college or getting a fraternity or sorority and the networking. And a lot of that happened genuinely just because folks was outside hanging out. And folks introduced, different folks' children connected. They're like, hey, you remember me? All those things. That's the old shit right there, bro.
Look,
hey,
and
you remember me? I'm such and such. I was this big.
That's it. To Brian's comment, intergenerational love was shown throughout the weekend. He and his sayings, File 94, like my DP is File 94 for the record. Were treated like the venerable old heads that we met when they were the undergrads. So full circle moment. I made that comment to some guys that were some young Tougalooans. And I told them, I said, I'm in the position now that God rest his soul, Sean T was in when I was a young bro. So I'm coming back, and Sean T would always have the suite at the Hilton. And I think that's the only thing that I'm doing different. And look, shout out to J Rock too, man. Shout out to J Rock.
Unsung hero right there.
Unsung, and look, undeniable checking in. Like he is in the dark. What is that? I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get his camera going. He's trying to get his camera going.
Tell everybody, and this is a good time to plug in. And after you shout out your friend, tell everybody about J Rock, who he is, and what he has brought to the table now.
I am definitely. I gotta. Hopefully, J Rock might be able to get on. I don't know what D got going on. I'm gonna take him out until he's able to properly join. But J Rock has a growing audio visual sound and lighting company. J Rock's company is Kingdom AVL, and J Rock was the provider of all of our sound for the alumni tailgate. So Joshua DJ J Rock Coleman, also one of our What's Up Wednesday veterans, like a What's Up Wednesday DJ person that held it down for people during the midday when you got classes going on. These are people that committed their lunch hour to you every week for your college experience. So to have that type of growth, and for like Polo saying he just got out the gym, but Polo also isn't saying that he's a licensed and registered trainer and studying to receive master's degrees in kinesiology and all of these things. Like, these guys are professionals, but they have a love for the art and the science of DJing, and they got that Tougaloo. So there we go. We got D right there. I'm adding D, and look, so D holding it down for all of the basketball games all over the years. You got J Rock running the sound. Money Hungry and his company, they provided sound for the Friday night. All of these folks got their start at Tougaloo, and they are continuing to do business wherever they are, whether it's in Tennessee or Mississippi. They're doing business at a high level. Like, when people call you back to do something more than one time, that means that you are doing business at a high level, and people trust you to be the professional that God designed you to be. So right here to both of you guys, DJ Undeniable, DJ Polo Jones, and then to Josh, DJ J Rock, Kingdom AVL in the comments, Money Hungry in his absence. Thank y'all for what y'all contributed to the Alumni Weekend, and thank y'all for what y'all do to Tougaloo.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Chuck.
Love.
All love, brother. All love. So D, it looks like you're in the process of doing some type of work right now.
Yeah, I'm at work.
We appreciate you for taking the time to jump on, man. Give us your recap from Alumni Weekend.
My Alumni Weekend started at 9 o'clock that morning with high school day, as I always do. Their high school day, and it went on. We took the party outside this year. Paul Scott, for the last, I know, 5 or 6 years, I've been doing their high school day to kick off for Alumni Weekend. And for the last 17 years, I've been doing the athletics. I've been doing the athletics since I was your work study student and never stopped.
That's right. That's right, man. Give me on now. Give them the horns.
And as soon as I got done breaking down, Money Hungry was there to set up, so sound never stopped. And then Polo pulled up, and it was just like a big old class reunion. We back. Because at one point in time, it was me, Polo, and Money Hungry on the yard, running the yard. So it was just like us three brothers back again. Then J Rock pulled up. Then, you pulled up. I broke down and immediately started helping them set up sound for the block party.
Yeah.
We broke down from the block party and immediately went out and started that night setting up for the tailgate. People don't understand how much work and time and effort it takes us as DJs. We the first ones there and the last ones to leave. to make sure that they have a good time. So I just love giving back to my school, my alma mater, for as much as it's given me, because I got my start at Tougaloo, and over the last 17 years of being a DJ, I made a lot of connections from Tougaloo.
Yeah.
But Alumni Weekend, from the time it started to the time it ended, was wonderful. Seeing a lot of faces I ain't seen in a minute. Seeing my old roommates. Seeing a lot of people that I ain't seen in a minute. And I'm just so proud of how everybody is matriculating on. In their
That's the
perspective
Tougaloo
lives.
word.
And how everybody's
That's Beverly
doing.
Wade Hogan kid right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Beverly Wade Hogan. Shout out.
Matriculation. Matriculation.
It was just a great vibe. And when you can just pull up and just see people that you grew with, we went through those trials and tribulations on and off the yard with, and it was just a big family. Yeah. And just to see the growth that a lot of people, a lot of folks said we wouldn't make it out. Some folks said I wouldn't make it out. I know, but I got mine.
Yeah, hey, celebrate yourself right now, D.
I
That's
got
what
mine. I remember when you put me out the yard, you said you ain't DJing another note.
Now look, let's go ahead. You brought it up. Talk about that. Talk. Now you ain't got to go into no great detail about what the situation was, but like the relationship that you and I had, and this continue to have. But in that undergraduate and me functioning as an advisor, a work study advisor, big brother of sorts, like that type of conversation.
It was actually a mentor. Like it was more to just DJing. You wanted us to get an education as well, because at one point we was DJing from What's Up Wednesday to Sunday Social. They don't remember the Sunday ice cream social we used to have. Like we was like Mix or Die, Jack Daniel DJs. Like we was rolling. But you instilled in us like it's more to life than just DJing. You ain't got no backbone to fall back on. You ain't got nothing. So I got put out of school a couple of times, and I came back and tried to DJ. You was like, "Nah, I want you to focus on your education." And at times, like during my career, like when I first started, I'll tell anybody between you and Coach Sanders, it was like, "Hey, it's gonna pay off one day." I'm like, "Man, when is it gonna pay off? When?" I'm lugging these speakers across campus every week. When? But 17 years later, it done paid off tremendously. And I just wanted to give your flowers while you're here and say thank you, man, for telling me to get an education and not just worry about DJing, because I wouldn't have a backbone to fall back on if my career had a flop. So it was more about, and then I took what you said and I was like, well, I'm already the DJ on campus. I'm a major in mass comm. I'm gonna turn my passion and what I want to do into a career, and that's what I did.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you sharing that story, because at the end of the day, it's like you want the best for the people that you come into contact with, and that you ultimately spending a lot of and we spent a lot of time together. Like not just midday Wednesday, but we talking about Fridays, we talking about Saturdays, we talking, like you said, Sundays, and some of the things that we were doing for the community, with the ice cream socials, and even the sunset socials, or the Sunday fun days, all of those events, and even with the things that we now do with Mississippi Move, and you talk about events that sometimes might have saved somebody's life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ain't no quit now.
And I just listened to what D was saying, that it goes back to, again, what I remember from my dean of card, Dr. Smith, that said school is about 50% education, 50% socialization.
Yep.
You will make relationships here that will go on and last time. I've seen this past weekend an ER doctor that I met at Tougaloo who had to work on one of my family members. Right? I seen my dentist. I seen my podiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I seen my attorney. I've seen all these folks at Tougaloo this past weekend, right?
Right.
And it goes and but we met them before they had these titles, and now they have these titles in these professions. They the
Yeah.
same people, but they have this professional business that they bring to add value to your life and your family's life. So that's what the whole thing about, by college. Now, people that been in the military, they have this similar bond, right? They have
Yeah.
that similar connection. But when you're put together around somebody and you living in the same areas and things of that nature, their relationships grow. And that's why, a lot of folks, when we start talking about children going to college, make them stay on campus. But they live right. They, today it's too many distractions, right? We had some friends and folks that stayed off campus. Big shout out to Anthony McIntyre. Um, but still had that connection. But it's different when you live on campus, and it's nothing for you to do, and you got to create stuff with folks. But you create that bond, and you work together, and y'all support each other, and that's what Alumni Weekend is about. And
Yeah.
now we're taking that energy as we connect with each other to say, how can we continue to contribute to our school? How can we contribute to this machine that we can duplicate this same process and keep it going? So, what we got to do to add to this machine that it can continue to duplicate these relationships right here and continue to bring about that element of change that we see in society by creating those relationships, those ideas. Mississippi Move, Yard Boy, all Tougaloo College. All that was born out of Tougaloo College and the connectivity of Tougaloo College. So, and if you don't have the same energy for your school that we got for our school, we are not the problem.
Amen, my brother. Now, and speaking of what we can do moving forward, shout out to Ronzel Brown checking in to Miss Cassandra Leach Woods. She jumped in to share her shout out and salute. So we appreciate you taking the time to do so as she gets ready to go off to wherever the next location, because she's always on the move somewhere. So shout out to her and the Sigma Gamma Rose of Tougaloo College. Lawrence gave a great comment, man. He said he loved how Tougaloo folks are giving their time. It's a lot to take a day or more off their calendar to DJ and provide services for the love of Tougaloo. Now I need more of y'all to tap in on this survey that we got. I'm putting it in the comments now. All my Tougaloo folk, I need y'all to participate in this survey. It was now. How many people? We're gonna go around the horn. Mac, you start. How many people were at the tailgate? Estimate. How many people was at the tailgate, Mac? You got to come off mute. How many?
I'm gonna say it was over 2,000.
Over 2,000. D, what
That's
you
what I
got?
was saying.
I was in that ballpark. It was every built 1,500, 2,000 out there from start to end because a lot of them left and came back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Polo, what about you?
I say about 2,500, close to like three. Yeah, it felt pretty thick, like around the latter parts of the picnic. So I'm shooting with about 2,500.
Yeah. Yeah. Sis, ain't no 899, baby. Ain't no Josh. Josh had, I would think, a good vantage point. Also with the vantage point of like Polo and D, undeniable. Uh, I really wish we could have flew the drone.
Oh, Dre got it.
Dre got it
Dre flew his drone.
at the perfect. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to Dre, man. Hey, I can't wait to see that footage. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see that footage, man. Look, because the link that the videographer sent us, I was like, man, you flew the drone too early. flew the drone too early. So man, I'm excited to. I think this is a good number. I can get jiggy with something like that. Somewhere between 2,000 to the
But
2,500. I'm good with that.
yeah. So like here's a different group, right? So when we came off stage and did the check presentation, I went over by the president tent, right? So you had groups of folks that just was over there on the other side. Um, it was a ton of people that just sitting under their tents. You never saw them walking around. So there was a large group of folks
Right.
that were, down that little alley, like down the little way behind the court,
Yeah.
down
Down the hill.
off the hill. Yeah, so there were, and then there were folks that was coming in and walking around. So it was a lot of people, but we have to find a way, um, if we don't do them, but give out tickets or something to figure out the way to count so we can know the numbers, so we can continue to inspire folks, so that we know how many people actually, to get close as possible. So we kind of know how many people showed up, so we can see that we can see the growth by just seeing the masses of people. But we want to kind of see what the numbers look like. But by the parking, I'll say this. All right, so one of the things that some people might not know that we had logistics things in place. By the parking, I can tell that our numbers grew
Yeah.
because our
Yeah.
parking, we went all the way down the tree line, past the baseball field, all the way over to the next set of tree lines. So I can tell by the parking that our numbers have grown tremendously just by that.
Hey
So
man, I
next year, Chuck
that.
said it. We ain't gonna make 5 years, Chuck. I told the security, I told the officers, I told everybody, we ain't gonna make 5 years.
What you
You
mean?
said in 5 years. I think in the next 2 years that we are going to cross over the road for as tents. That area that people park at right there off the little road coming in, all
Yeah.
that's gonna be tents. No, now they're gonna have to park in the back, all the way in the back, or they're gonna have to park outside because we are growing to that capacity that you won't be able to park right there where you used to
Yeah.
park when you come in off that road. That's
Yeah.
gonna be tent. That's gonna be another tent area.
I can definitely see that. To Polo's point, we're on the same page. I mentioned this to Mac, and we don't have any plans in place thus far for how we're gonna do things in 25. I have to give a public shout out to Social 21 Bistro, Center Stage for the Friday night activities, and Saturday night with Fourth Avenue, and then Sunday with M Bar. I must say that I'm leaning with Polo. I'm like, man, we can still be outside. We have no plans thus far. Please complete the survey, and when we ask y'all about some things over, the next, let's say, 9 months, we need y'all to chime in and really let us know. Uh, can we go a little longer? And then that's going to require some more logistical plans and mechanisms to be in place because that requires staffing. It
Hmm.
requires lighting. It's going to require more time for security guards and police officers to make sure EMTs, our emergency medical professionals. Um, we we could do it. We can add some things to it. We talked about some plans down the road, but it's also going to take us doing things a bit differently as it relates to the tent. You might have to do some tent reservations, or your organization is going to have to show that they've donated X number of dollars to the college, and then you get your tent reservation for free, like something like that, man, where it has more impact other than just leaving trash on the ground. Since I'm gonna air a little bit of dirty laundry.
But you know what I remember? I remember how people used to be scattered out. I remember folks used to be over there where the cars were, and the structure was not there. People would park anywhere, and we took up more real estate, but it wasn't as many people. These people kind of was everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, where they being more organized, where you got parking, and big shout out to the person that don't never want no shout out, Coach Sanders. You have a designated parking area, and with having a designated parking area, it pushes everybody to be closer together. So versus you having a tent way over here and everybody else is way over there, everybody got to set up kind of close together. And the
Mm.
crazy thing about it, go back to the blues song, the smaller the club, the bigger the party. So when more people started to have to be closer together, it seemed like things continued to grow. They continue to grow, and they've grown since then. Um, and when you add in that structure, so we're going to have to be, um, keep things more organized because when you have more people, it requires more structure. When you got fewer people, yeah, but the more people you have, the more things you got to have in place to safeguard to make sure that everybody continue to have an organic good time and fun and network. And then another thing too, we want to open up opportunity for more of Tougaloo alumni to become sponsors, so
That's
that
right.
we can promote and highlight your business. Because several folks have talked about that everybody that was there. Um, that and we've been out there making waves, man. This has just been a big year. Um, and it's still going to be an even bigger year. But we highlighted some of the best DJs
Polo.
around. Polo, we lost him.
Yeah. He probably had to go to bed. You know, them trainers got to get up early.
Yeah, that's why it ain't my ministry. Yeah, look.
But I mean, as it is, we are coming up to our hour mark.
Yes, sir.
We got some. Shout out to Trina B and the rest of the I Love family that came over to support the
The
Tougaloo weekend.
barbecue Pat,
Yeah, Bob
Shemaine,
was there. Yeah,
yep,
The
Toby.
Alcorn, the Alcornites.
yep.
Oh
All
yeah,
the
yeah,
nights were there too.
yeah.
What do you call Bellhaven people?
Uh, um, uh, uh,
The
uh,
Blazers.
Yeah, this
yeah.
Bearhaven Blazers, ain't it?
Blazers.
Uh,
I
we
don't know
just
if
call him. We just call him Tony.
they.
Hi.
Hey, man, it was good to see Tony and Preston. In their usual, well, they're evolved usual selves. So, just
Polo
got
made it back.
pull up.
Polo Jones.
Yeah. So look, man. We did the damn thing, guys. We did the damn thing. Now I guess we got to get ready for Jackson State homecoming.
Yeah. I'm tired.
He's still tired.
No, because I did Alcorn homecoming, then Tougaloo homecoming, my high school homecoming this week. Then I got to turn around and do Jackson State homecoming.
Yeah. You marathon man. Come on, the marathon continues.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sleep at some point.
There you go, man. Get you some rest at some point. We for the record, I'll be on campus for the alumni brunch at Jackson State, and I will be on campus for the alumni picnic. Um, up that a man, that a man. If we could get Dre on, we be ready to go. J Rock, we gotta give you a special shout out, man. That stage and the sound for Saturday. Uh, we we had a top notch level of production. So wanted to give you some flowers here now, and then also give you a chance to shout out and we've already done some naming of your business and everything, but
No.
everybody everything that you do, and then we'll go around the horn with that before we end tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm. This is what's my second year doing this. So, man, every year, like I said, we try to make sure we do it bigger and bigger. Shout out to Vertigo Sound for providing the stage. all of those speakers weren't mine. I have a friend of mine, Donovan Thigpen, who was what is his Dominion. He also provided some of the speakers as well. I wanted to make sure that all the sound was good, and if we have no issues or anything like that. And then we definitely did what I planned to do. We heard that thing all the way to the Holmes Hall, so so, and that bass was thumping. So I'm glad we achieved that. So like I said, next year we got to do even bigger. So I'm already in the middle of. Well, I already had some plans to purchase some new gear. So making sure that we do even bigger than we did this year. So shout out to those two companies who helped us out. Great friends of mine. So look forward to working with them again next year. Because that stage was a perfect stage, and so we'll make sure we do the same thing next year.
That's right, man. And we've actually we've done some work with Donovan. Donovan, good people, man. We did some work with him. We rented some backline from him from some things that we did at Jackson State. So Donovan is definitely good people. And your colleague from Vertigo, he came through with the stage and came through with the stage when we had a hiccup in some of our plans. So it's always good to have friends in the business. And then as Mike Swift deserves, and it's two F's, not I know it's probably corrective, text or whatever, predictive text, but Mike Swift was our provider of our electrical box where we could make sure that we didn't have a generator supplying the power for the stage. So we had proper electrical provisions in place. We had proper stage provisions and proper sound provisions, and it showed in the production. As Josh stated, we could hear it all the way on the other side of Holmes Hall when we were pointing the speakers towards the woods. That thing was wanging, man. It was wanging. Now, we got J Rock in here. We just shouted out Mike Swift. D, give us your company's name, and then also definitely feel free to plug your Facebook website and all of that.
I am the owner and CEO of Undeniable Entertainment. 17 years in the game. Started out Yard Boy, Mixer Die, Jack Daniel DJs. I transitioned to Too Black, Too Strong. Asiatic Black was mentoring me and managed me at one point. Now I'm just out here on my own. So if you need a DJ in the Jackson area, anywhere I travel, I did a lot of gigs all everywhere. Still doing stuff for Mississippi Move, voter registration time, voter rally. So
that's right.
Me and Mac be on the move. We be all up through the Delta in our hometowns and just getting people out to vote and just trying to bring something positive to the community. And I'm transitioning to now doing mostly all clean music.
I love it. I love it. I like that.
Yeah, I'm transitioning doing mostly all clean music, and you will hear a gospel song in every set that I do.
Amen.
So
well, look, D, I'm proud of you because that was always my thing. You gonna get one good blues song and at least one good gospel song.
At least one.
One song every time for me. Come on.
So I'm transitioning into that. So if you want some good, clean fun, D Hodges on Facebook, at DJ Undeniable on every other platform. You can just call my phone. My number is posted everywhere on all social media sites.
Outstanding, man. Polo, come on with it.
All right. Well, my name is DJ Polo Jones. Alexander Jones, to those who don't really know me. I am a professional DJ. I do weddings, house parties. I am located in the Nashville area. Sound, lighting, etc. I am also a certified personal trainer. Rank Performances Fitness is my company. I specialize in sports specific training and also Silver Sneaker Certified, which I help the elderly, and also any personal training needs. IG Polo Jones 601. all the other handles. And also my Facebook is Al Jones. Yeah, man, I'm just jack all trades, country boy from Old Canton, Mississippi. So if you need me, phone number 601-896-7855.
All right, I got two things to respond to. One, I'm proud of you for becoming silver sneaker certified, because I know that was one of the activities that we had inside of the Health and Wellness Center. And that's a connection to Mac, because Mac participated in that. Him and my line brother Leonard would also do some of the silver sneaker. And shout out to Mr. Payne too. Miss Patrice Jacobs, Robert Payne, Mac, and Leonard would do a lot of activities with the silver sneaker program. So that's one. Two, I need some deer sausage. I know that gun season is coming soon, and
you say gun season.
gun season, bow season is
Bow
right.
season, bow
I know what you
season
mean.
2 weeks away.
Mac, he ain't country enough. It's hunting season, period.
I'm speaking to the specifics, sir. Now, one thing you ain't gonna do with a Tougaloo Negro is argue about the specifics, especially something that he is educated about.
Chuck is a bow hunter, guys. I don't care. Some of y'all might not know. Don't let him get you, man. You ain't gonna hear it coming. It's gonna be like one of them ninja movies. The only thing you gonna hear is it. He's still accurate with that bow. So I just want to let y'all know that.
And I got a crossbow too.
Oh, see.
I ain't got to do a whole bunch of work. Now leave me alone, man. So, but for real, Polo, like, proud of you for that. I'm proud of all of y'all, but like thinking about like Miss Sanders, Miss Rachel, Owens, all of those ladies, man. God rest Miss Rachel Owens' soul. But the type of passion and to go back to Brian's comment about like this intergenerational thing that happened during the weekend, and then even my LBAC is chiming in right now, along with another Tougaloo athlete, brother Kendrick Purvis. Like, man, it was an intergenerational expose. Like this family reunion, like it felt different from any other tailgate, and I've been to a lot of tailgates. None of them feel like that. Even though y'all got out y'all clean bag and y'all play a lot of cussing.
Don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it right now.
Yeah, I kept it clean this year. Last year
we waited till late though, Chuck.
And auntie, the aunties that's older than this uncle right here was still out there. We got the message, and them folks was like, look.
I owe y'all a fussing because I didn't got a fussing. I owe y'all. We'll talk about it off camera. I owe y'all a fussing. I'm like, I don't spin records. What are you talking about? I make drinks. If somebody was shit faced, then that might have been me. But I didn't want to make no drinks. I mean, I didn't play no music. It wasn't me. But we all guilty by association. Man.
We are guilty of providing a great time to everybody that participated in the Tougaloo Alumni Weekend, and I'm
partly
proud.
with a purpose, because people signed up for the Men's Health pledge cards. They signed up for the pledge to vote. They took the pictures. So people were engaged and knew that this was something more than just a party. It was about connectivity, and it was definitely about all of that. So yeah, we made it happen.
We made the thing happen, man. The vibes were immaculate, as Jana says. So look, there's only one other thing to do, and it is a challenge for us, not only to complete the survey that we've posted in the comments. We need everybody to go in and get that. We know how many of you registered. We know how many of you were out there. We also need each of you to commit to at least $5 per month automatic draft. complete the survey first. Information will roll out thereafter. Right? We with over the next, let's say 4 to 8 weeks, you'll be receiving more communications. It ain't gonna be no everyday thing. It's probably gonna be like once or twice a month over the next 4 to 8 weeks, and we will be asking you to just commit to $5 a month for the next 12 months. By the time you get to the end of 12 months, you need to revisit it so you can say, well, I need to bump mine up to $10. Or, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pay this year, I'm gonna pay my lifetime TCNAA membership. And after that, I'll once I do that, I'll go ahead and bump mine up to like $20 a month. For those of us that have kids, $5 a month. You can't put nothing on their lunch account for $5 a month. More like $5 a day. Now, I'm gonna get off of that, and we're gonna get to where? We're gonna get to where the money resides. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It is Nightcap Knowledge. We thank y'all for all the support. We thank y'all for every registration. Like, share. We want to invite you in to take a look at all of that we have going on online. Whether it is for the registration, whether it is the gig, whether it is you booking member service. At the end of the day, man, it's all Tougaloo, and it's all good for you too. We provide these services at a great high level. We'll see y'all next week. It is Nightcap Knowledge. Thank y'all for tuning in. See you next week.